What's up, guys? I don't know if you can see me that well, but what's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and I'm here to do well, before I get into this, I just want to say a few months ago, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a video saying that I was going to adapt Super Sentai series, and also I was going to, create my own. And for the past few weeks, I've been coming up with ideas from my own Super Sentai series, and it's not easy to come up with stuff people haven't seen before, and the villains and the themes and stuff like that. It's hard to come up with original stuff, but I like the challenge. It's fun, and I'm gonna give you guys my the one of the Super Sentai series that I've been working on. First of all, let's start with the name. The name is Hiroikku Sentai Kishi, and let's start with the Rangers. There's 5 Rangers, 4 male, 1 female. Like Gecko Ranger, Arbor Ranger. What's the other series? Go Busters. I think there's a couple more, but whatever. Red Rangers, red, blue, green, and silver are males, and yellow is a female. Okay, now let's start with their names. Red Ranger, Haru Yamamoto. Blue Ranger, Ayamu Nakamura. Yellow Ranger, Atsuku Tanaka. Green Ranger, Daichi Watanabe. And Silver Ranger, which would be the 6th Ranger of the team, Katsu Suzuki. The overall number 2, the season base, or the overall theme of the season is medieval times. Let's see, number 3, the plot of the series is when Sawa is one of the villains of my season. And when Sawa steals the artifact from the museum to bring back the most legendary monster of medieval times, Vexling, which would be the villain's name in English term. In Japanese term, is Yakai. Haru Yamamoto has to recruit a team to help take down their army and stop Vexlings, or Yaki in Japanese terms, of reviving the strongest monsters from medieval times from taking over the whole world. Now, number 4, let's start with the weapons. The side weapons. What would they be called? And since this season is based on medieval times, their weapons would have medieval weapons that they used back then. Now, the Red Ranger, his weapon would be a battle axe. The Blue Ranger, his would be a flail. The Yellow Ranger, hers would be a longbow. The Green Ranger, his would be a warhammer. And the Silver Ranger, his would be a falchion. Now, next, let's begin with the Zords. There's 3 Zord formations. Now, like I said, with the arsenal, with the weapons and stuff, the Zords are based on medieval animals and stuff like that. Okay, number 1, the first formation, which would be red, blue, and yellow. red, blue, and yellow Rangers. It would be called Qin Kishi Roboto, and Yao Zoto, which is the Red Ranger Zord, Dragon Zoto, Blue Ranger Zord, Unicorn Zoto, Yellow Ranger Zord. Second formation, Kyujin Kishi Mega Zoto, which is all three of red, blue, and yellow Zords. I'll repeat it for you guys. Yellow Zoto, Red Ranger, Dragon Zoto, Blue Ranger, Unicorn Zoto, Yellow Ranger, and Kraka Zoto, which would be the Green Ranger Zord. And the last Zord formation, which would be all 5 of the Ranger Zords together, which would make the Ultra Zord, which would be called Yukina Kishi Tora Zoto. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I'm really bad at speaking Japanese. Forgive me. But the formations for this Zord would be Yale Zoto, Red Ranger Zord, Dragon Zoto, Blue Ranger, Unicorn Zoto, Kraka Zoto, and Griffin Zoto Zord. And of course, on to the next one, the main villains. I already said it. I'll say it again. Sawai and Vexling. Vexling would be a monster from medieval times that's survived. And Sawa is a female who's obsessed with medieval monsters, and uses a spell to bring Vexling back to life, back to the present. Next one, number 7. During medieval times, the Silver Ranger used to be the king's son until he was defeated by Vexling. Let's see. 8. When the king's palace was invaded by Vexling's army, the Silver Ranger Morpher was hidden behind the palace to keep it from being stolen from Vexling. Millions of years later, it is still buried there, and Katsu becomes the Silver Ranger. Number 9, Haru Yamamoto owns a music store, and the Rangers work with him in the music store. You know, kind of like how they did in Mystic Force, kind of something along those lines. Let's see, number 10, the Morpher is a wrist morpher. And last but not least, the morph call for the series would be, for the 4 Rangers, the morph call would be the season's name and then activate, which would be Hiroikku Sentai, Hiroikku Kishi activate, and the morph call for Katsu, the 6th Ranger, would be Shiru whatever the Silver Ranger, however you pronounce Silver Ranger in Japanese, Shiru Berenger no Hinku. I'm not sure, but it's basically like saying Silver Ranger power in Japanese. But that's my adaptation of my Super Sentai series. I have more coming along. I'm still working on more. I'm trying to think of stuff that hasn't been done before, because I'm sick of the whole dinosaur stuff and the animal theme. We've seen those themes over and over again. I want to see something new come from Super Sentai. They kind of did something new with the current series, the dinosaur and the medieval dinosaur and the knights kind of like mashed together, but then again, it still has a dinosaur theme in it, so I don't really consider it new. But let me know what you guys think of my adaptation. My creating my own Super Sentai series. If you were to create a Super Sentai series, what would it be called? What would your season be based on? Dinosaurs, animals, bugs? I mean, what would it be about? Who would the villain be? Let me know your guys' opinion on mine and give me your adaptation or thoughts on what you would create in a Super Sentai series. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.